Hello everyone and welcome back to the Fermi Paradox. So when we last left off, we were here doing our development event for the Kular, which is an enlightenment. So let's go into this and see what's going on. A city that is rumored to have sacred powers starts drawing spiritualists, priests, and sages. And they all come together. I didn't read it quick enough, that's okay. Now, 39 points. I did watch a video of someone else playing some Fermi Paradox the other day, and they said that anything less than 60 points is a problem. And I agree with them, because I believe 60 points is the base amount of points it takes to save a civilization from extinction if you do get an extinction level event. And we're just not at that right now. The Kular, though, are heading towards dystopia. So I'd love to for them to have this holy city for narrative reasons. But I think I'm just going to dead end this. Slowly the city loses its appeal to the masses. Yeah. So let's do this. We'll get 20 census from it. That's good. Resources, always got to click that. Growth 8%, that's quite high. I don't really want them sitting at 8% growth. Nor do I want these guys sitting at 8% growth. They're at... Holy... Oh, I had that weird bug again, where all those things pop up. The dinosaurs are heading into their next age. But this is insane. 72 billion prune. We're gonna have to do something about that. Because that's quite high. 10% growth here is also quite high. So I do want to reduce this as much as possible here. Look, there's that one over there. The behemoth is almost... Oh yeah, we already did this last time. They met the dinosaurs, nothing really happened because we didn't have the points. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna need points for... I already did this. We're gonna want 60 points. And then we're also gonna need points for Frog Stars. So any way we can get points here in the next couple clicks is gonna be good. The dinosaurs reach the digital age, which I've read multiple times. You can check a previous video or whatever. We do have 60 points. I don't want to spend points here, so I might go just wisdom. Their harm potential is already quite high. Their growth's right where I want it. I don't think this is a big problem for the dinosaurs, though. But I do really want these points. But I don't want that harm potential to go up anymore. So we are just going to shove them into a wisdom age. They'll go through the industrial age, or the digital age, I guess. It doesn't change until we click one of these. So they'll go into the digital age with science and a little bit of utopia values here, but that's okay. So we're just going to click a couple of these random ones down here. 8% growth here is ridiculous, so I'm going to go in and sit on the prune for a little bit and see if we can get some decrease in this growth. It's always scary to do a random one, but sometimes you have to. Development event on the Prun Mind Behemoth. Antimatter specialists aboard the Prun Mind Behemoth demand more space to work. They insist that every living quarter, ship equipment storage space, and support system hub should be evaluated to see if its contents can be replaced with scientific equipment. Huh. I'm not spending those points. I might even... because they are already the superluminal age. No, I'm not spending 60 points on that. That's ridiculous. We are just gonna end this. Just to get those points. So yeah, let's dead end that. Pop out of them. And go back here to the prune. Because I do want to see if we can get that growth down, which just went out from that random event, which is quite unfortunate. It's getting scary now. So the digital travelers have finally reached the solar age. Now I'm going through this quick. I feel like we've been on this game for quite a long time. We do have some room, and I do quite want these points. So we're gonna do power just for the points. And go back down here. No, that is not what I would like. I'm really just sitting here because their population is getting out of control. We're almost at 100 billion. They'll be there in a little bit. Soul receiving alien signals. To be honest, I think I'm gonna meet... I'm just gonna ignore it. They ignore the signal, they don't care. They've been visited. I don't remember if we had them meet each other or not. We've passed the 100 billion mark. It's getting problematic here. And the Prun Mine Behemoth has touched down on the Frog Star system. So they're going to build a city. Yeah, let's do it. We're close to 60, so we can just boost ourselves up to 60 then. Yeah, let's do it. Successful colony. Finally got to settle down after visiting the Kular, the digital travelers, and the dinosaurs. They finally found somewhere to settle. A lot of our population of the galaxy is centered in this one small section here, which I'm not mad at. The Maru were once down there, but nothing else has really developed anywhere else. So yeah, let's go back in here. Perfect, just what I wanted. Reduce that population growth. Development event right off the bat. Paradigm shift. Forming a new belief system. The long journey towards their home and transformative first years of the colony inspire the Prune to adopt a new faith. This should be fun. A new faith. Don't want that growth. Kind of want to descend them. We have Utopia 100. We have the harm potential. Let's do it. For the points. Cultural descent. Put us back over 60, so if something does happen, we can change some stuff. Let's gather some more points here. I'm really looking for those population or resources. The two things I'm looking for, because this is quite a lot of resources. It's just that our population is so high and they're growing so quickly. 8% is quite a huge amount. They're at 11,000 years. Let's pop over the digital travelers, which we can't do. They're now called the... Oh wait, that must be these guys. The development event. I just... In recent years, large coal patches have begun have begun to appear in the photosphere of Gliese. I'm adding an I there. I don't know how this is actually pronounced. Over time, this reduces the star's energy output enough that Prun wisdom priests grow concerned. Experts gather to discuss if this is a natural phenomenon or whether their own tampering might be to blame. Oh no, this is actually on our home planet here. Oh. This is gonna be painful. Let's do this. Let's just restrict it. We'll lose a little bit of resources. That's not okay, but it's better than... See how much that drop was? That's insane. Good, we got a boost. They'll be back not quite to 10,000. I'm just really here to boost, make sure they survive to the end, because we've nurtured them for so long. I would hate for something to happen where they die. It'd be quite unfortunate. I'd be actually sad. 11,000. That's good. The Kular have a development event. Another enlightenment. This is literally the same one we had at the beginning, which is quite awkward and weird. Just free points for us, I guess. So we're going to choose the same thing as before. They don't really care. Their population is actually quite high as well. Let's boost Utopia. I'm just trying to get this growth down. They're kind of growing out of control there. I should have chose resources. It's okay. We'll get this population down. We'll boost their harm potential a little bit. 6%, still quite high. I'd like to see a 4, maybe even a 2, if we could get them down that far. Oh, I mean, just look at that population. It's insane. Here we go. Extinction. A radical paramilitary group in the asteroid belts of Kepler are using magnetic field manipulation to redirect countless asteroids on a collision course with inhabited planets. The digital traveler zones don't have enough spaceships to destroy them all, but refuse to bow to the demands of terrorists. What do we do here? Lose a significant chunk of the population and a little bit of science. I think we do this. Now here's why. Because I don't want to spend the 60 points to save them. And I don't want to kill them off completely. Let's do this. Only a couple planets get hit. Their population drops to a significant low point in the digital traveler's history. And then all we have to do now, see their resources are up. This was my thought process. Is that we boost the resources, and then we can choose advancement on their next science push, which will push the population up anyway. So they're continuing. I'll leave them. I still want to try to get this population down here. Even though their resources seem to have gone up from the last time. I don't know if I did that or if something's happening in the game. Special Commandos. The dinosaurs are training elite soldier squads to conduct covert military operations around the globe. Their missions range from destroying enemy infrastructure and eliminating high-value targets to deploying weapons of mass destruction. Oh boy, we chose power, so they're looking at a war here. I don't want to spend the points. I think I'm just going to boost it. Their harm potential is quite high anyway. They are growing. See, their growth is exactly where we want our growth to be. If they do decide they want to try to kill each other, we can just boost it. And they're almost at the next tech level already. I can't remember if we chose power or not, to be honest. I think we chose power here. What's going on here? They're good. Their growth's a little high. These guys still trying to get their growth down. I haven't checked in on the Kular in a while, or the Digital Travelers. There we go. 4%, I'm happy with 4% growth. The dinosaurs reached their next tech level quite quickly. They're now in the Cyber Age. And it's not charging us for wisdom, so I think we're just going to push them down wisdom again. Because their growth's right where we want it, our resources aren't that bad. So yeah, let's just boost their tech level as quickly as we can. Here. How are these guys doing? Pretty good. Pretty okay for the moment. We do want to get this population up, so at least it's not going down, which is where we're at right now. It's not going down. I'd like to see a little bit of growth here, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Reduction. These guys are actually called the Glycerian cults, which is quite cool. The invention of extremely adaptable factories that can construct items from the size of a regular Glycerian to giant orbital stations solves most waste problems of the Glycerian cults. Any kind of matter can be fed to these artificial intelligence-operated manufactories. Manufactories, yeah. And after a long period of matter conversion, I just looked at this word and my brain was like, that's not how you say that word. But it is, I believe. And after a long period of matter conversion, they are able to print devices and other materials. I'm getting real distracted today. Real distracted. I would love to spend 60 points. I just don't want to spend the 60 points. We might have to. 63. Yeah, I'm gonna spend the 60 points just to get that huge boost in resources, so we don't have to come back here later and spend another 60 points anyway to try to save them from resource scarcity. So our just massive boost there. I didn't realize they were so close to running out. It's because their growth is too high. There's nothing I can quite do. We're most likely gonna run out of resources here anyway. There we go, another boost. Another boost to the resources. We've done pretty good here. I'm gonna try to get this growth down. More resources. I mean, 300 years, 400 years passes in a blink of an eye, so it's in this game, so it's quite concerning. Gleese is building spaceships. Wisdom Priests have developed a translate engine that allows ships to enter a hyper-compressed multi-dimensional space separate from our own reality called slip space. The stress of entering and exiting is so excessive that only gargantuan ships can make the jump. Interesting. I think we're just gonna... No, we're just gonna kill it. We're just gonna kill it. We're gonna reduce their population only because I want those points. That was quite a lot of points to just spend on something I won't be able to keep going anyway. We're kind of babysitting these guys because their resources are quite low and their population's exploding, so I just need to... The Prun have quite a stranglehold on this galaxy. 24 billion in Greece. The digital travelers have 16 million. So it's kind of insignificant. There's really nobody living here compared to the rest of the Prun. There's 110 billion Prun here on original Greece. So this is Frogstar. I don't know why they're called... Oh, I get it. Because they're still These guys broke off. These guys broke off of the Prun. So they're not connected to Greece anymore. This is Greece here. The original Prun homeworld. So these guys, the digital travelers, aren't connected to the Prun anymore. These guys are still colonies of the Prun, so they are called the cults because they had that event where they now worship something other than what the original Prun worship. The dinosaurs are getting along quite well. And the Kular are getting along quite well. They have a development event. Injustice. Outcasts among the Kular regencies are executed by freezing them alive in clear water. To warn other lawbreakers, the frozen block containing their corpses then prominently displayed in public areas. Some writers have begun to decry the practice as too cruel, but old ways die hard. Alright, only 10 points. I like it, though. The punishment is used so frequently that the ice blocks begin to pile up. To the horror of many, they build their cities with the ice blocks of frozen criminals. I enjoy that. I like that. That increased their dystopia level quite a lot, but points are always fun. How are these guys doing? Great, 2% growth. They're not exploding in population like before. I don't know what just happened there. Just ignore that. These guys have 2% growth, so they're only slowly increasing. Here is where we have a problem. We need to get that down from 6% down to something more manageable. They finally got the signals from space. And this is that colonial status message that the colonists, the original colonist, I can't remember the digital travelers got. Let's, yeah, let's do this. No points lost, no point gained. Yeah. Let's do it. No points, and we just send an answer signal towards the direction. But we actually sent it the wrong direction. So they received the signal, and they thought that it came from Seoul, so they're sending it, even though it was broadcast across the entire galaxy, they just sent it to Seoul, which means the dinosaurs are going to get it, and not the digital travelers, which is quite unfortunate. We do still want to sit here and babysit them a little bit. We're looking for either higher harm potential, higher resources, or lower population. Here on Frogstar. The digital travelers have reached their next tech, the light speed age. So let's go in and... Now this is the first... No. Let's just choose wisdom. No points spent, no points lost. or no points gained, no points lost, and they'll move up into the next tech level quite quickly, so let's do that. I enjoy that option. We're gonna go still sit here and babysit the Glees here. Only because they need it. Still following my rule of always choose resources when you have the chance. I hate this. We're just gonna choose this because question marks are too random, you know? That's usually what question marks mean. Alright, a great war threatens Seoul. When transnational megacorporations on Earth establish private armies, they can potentially gain economic power without needing governments to fight wars on their behalf. Forming a new pillar of global affairs known as Big Military, they now execute hostile takeovers and capture new markets by force. Oh, the dinosaurs have cool little coats now instead of their little hood thing. They kind of took the hood off here. I'm guessing because of their tiny little arms, their hood they used to wear just fell down to their shoulders. Now they just leave it there. Huh. So either kill them off. That would be killing them off for only 20 points. So we either gain 20 points and kill them off, and the planet itself. Gain nothing and kill out all of the dinosaurs. Or just do nothing. Which kills Big Military, which is what we're going to do. We kill Big Military. Big Military threatens war and the population decides that's not for them. We're going to sit here and babysit the Glycerian cults a little bit more. Let's increase their harm potential. Increase their science. I need 2 more FTL societies, so the only 2 societies now we're looking for are the dinosaurs, which are in the Cyber Age. So we either need another colony from the Prun, any 3 of the Prun societies here, or we need to babysit Rigel until they get a higher tech level. They're only tech level 3 though, so it's that might take quite a considerable amount of time. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. But the main goal right now is to decrease this population growth. Because we can't be doing that. Depopulation in Glees. Outcasts in the Glees system begin to smuggle antimatter, which fetches a high price on the black market. This is extraordinarily dangerous, as antimatter should only be handled by highly trained professionals. It's only a matter of time before disaster strikes. So what do we have here? Massive depopulation. I think we're just going to go regular development here. Because I don't want to spend the 60 points on prevention. Let's see how much that takes it down. By 6%, which we can just boost up. Honestly, it doesn't matter if we lose a couple prune. Right there. When I'm looking to build the population up, the game is all for it. But as soon as I need to decrease population, I never get a decrease button. We're just gonna keep building synthesis and trying to reduce their population here. Usually I end on an event, but we don't have this one this time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Comment if you have played and have any tips or anything. And I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.